I'm going to say hello and welcome. Welcome to the Isle of Harris and Lewis. We finally made it after a bit of a dodgy start. The van breaking down 100 miles away from home and having to take it back. And then a 500-mile drive to our first destination at Inverness. You've already seen that we went and visited Bowfiddle Rock. Well, we've arrived on the Isle of Lewis and you can probably tell it's really windy, and I hope you can hear me all right. I'm sure you can. And it is quite windy, but it's a beautiful day. Not photographically, let's turn me hat round so you can see me. Not photographically, it's rubbish. It's hazy and sunny and high contrast and all that. But we've just found our accommodation for the next 4 days. We can't check in till 3:30 or 3 o'clock, so we decided to head up towards the Bottom Lewis, which is a lighthouse. And I'm concentrating on my feet because it's a bit boggy. But driving along the main road, took my breath away. Driving along the main road, which is just the other side of that little patch of water, because it's a bit sparse, to be honest. We noticed a sign for a stone circle, and I'm not going to try and pronounce it. I'll tell you what it is, but we're going the wrong way. Well, no, we're not. So we just thought we'd stop and have a look. Thought we'd switch the camera on and do what us Comptons do best, and that is do what us Comptons do best, and that is just show you around, show you the adventure we're on, show you what we're seeing, how we're seeing it, and yeah, no cutting and messing around, just fully fledged adventures. So we're going to take you up to show you this bit of a stone circle. Probably not a photographic place, but it's all part of the adventure. So so yeah, come with us and have a look. And it might be a bit of a random clip together afternoon, but we're just going to get our bearings to see where we are and what we're doing, and just make it up as we go along. Full adventure will start tomorrow with early morning somewhere. So right, onward. Our first little adventure brings us to this little place. Most would say it's just a bunch of stones, but there's obviously a lot of history here, and it means all sorts of things. Apparently, the little lump of, or little mound in the middle of that pool of water, or lake, or pond, or whatever you want to call it, is called a dun, and that was for like special people, not royalty, but higher status people. And they used to live on that as a sign of protection. So yeah, I'm not into all the history, I'm not very clever at all that stuff, and it doesn't make a lot of difference to me, but I do like these sort of things because this goes back years and years and years and years. Again, no photograph here today, but on a different day, different occasion, sunrise, sunset, when the sky's all purple and orange, or even how about stars? You know, getting these rocks and boulders in the foreground and having stars up in the sky. You know, there's got to be no light pollution around here, very limited light pollution anyway. So something like this would probably make an interesting bit of foreground, having a stone circle in front of you and having the stars. Or let's just face the best thing would ever be, what about the Northern Lights? God! We've been told that the Bottom Lewis, which is where we're heading, is only about 15 miles away, is the windiest place in Britain. And in all fairness, so far I'm going to agree with that. Can you see her balls on her head? Look, they're blowing all over the place. But yeah, imagine this as a foreground interest. You know, foreground interest, using these rocks and having the Northern Lights above you. So yeah, one to remember for the week while we're here. If you've got a clear sky and chance of Northern Lights, it's only on the doorstep. We're only 8 miles down the road. Right, there's your stone circle.
Look at this. Well,
right, I reckon what?
It's...
Speak up, wife.
The stones that are around the outside edge.
Yeah.
Because there's very little evidence apparently of what it was. What they reckon, a prehistoric settlement. With this is the outside, like the boundaries of the
Oh right, yeah,
settlement.
okay.
The outside.
So I'm not sure if you heard her there, but if you look around the edge here, we've got a ring of stones, and this is possibly the boundary of a settlement. So there you go, a little bit of history. Very random, I know. I've changed my hat again. I've put me Scottish hat on. We're at another location, somewhere else I've always wanted to come to, just because I wanted to. Again, photographs are not going to start properly today. I'm just going to take a few Fuji snapshots, different things, random places we're going to have a look at. And oh wow, oh wow, woo! Look at this, awesome! Just the whole geology of the place. Wowee. Anyway, we're going to turn around. Look where we are. We're at the Butter Lewis. We are right up in the top point of Lewis. Yeah, fantastic. Apparently this is the windiest place in Britain. And at the moment, I'd like to say, on a really nice day, it's bleeding windy. Look at these blowing around in the wind up here.
Making me off balance.
Proper windy. proper windy, but fantastic, absolutely fantastic. It's a shame I couldn't bring the old van up here, but I'll bring it up another day. But at least the car's got us up here. Yeah, these are one of those moments where you think we've travelled to the point, all sorts of points in Britain. The highest point, the lowest point, the furthest east, the furthest west, the stickiest outest bit. We've just randomly done stuff like that all the time, and yeah, this is one of those definite high points. The next stop up that way is probably Iceland, and the next stop over that way, no, Iceland's probably that way. Iceland's out there, I think, and the next stop up there, I think, is the Arctic Circle. So yeah, there ain't much here. Nothing. You can't see me blowing in the wind, but honest, this is really mental. I'll show you how windy it is. Let's get this out. This will give you an idea of how windy it is. That's, yeah, I know, proper windy, but exhilarating as well. So yeah, hopefully you'll stick with us on these few random little trips. We're just going to go to different places, have a look round, and just show you around the island, just show you our random adventures, and take you where we're going, show you what we're seeing. I'm going to do some proper photography tomorrow, get up bright and early like I said. But yeah, Butter Lewis Lighthouse. Let's get a few shots of this place.
Which is the biggest bit. Just
Just getting out of the wind a little bit. We've come down there, you can see the lighthouse just at the top there, just over the top of them rocks. We've come down, a little bit of shelter, get out of the wind. As you can see, I've put my big coat on because I was getting a bit chilly, and some gloves. Got the big beast out, chucked the Fuji on the top, just done a couple of long exposures, and I'm already falling for this tripod. Not as much as the wife, mind, but yeah, I'm falling for this tripod. I can chuck it over my shoulder and carry it quite easily. It's that wide with the legs spread out. I'm not afraid of it in the wind. It's, yeah, so far so good, loving it. I've just taken a couple of quick shots with the Fuji as well. I've taken one from the top here, trying to get as high as I could. You can't quite see the building in the background, but we had a boat go past, so that was quite nice on an image. And I've also just been round on this little bit sticking out there, shooting across. I've done a couple of long exposures. I'll show you what I was looking at. Come back out in the wind. I was looking at this down here. Got this lovely little island over there. You've got the lighthouse on the right hand side, and you've got these nice little trails, like bubble trails. There's one coming from the bottom and one coming from the middle, and they sort of lead you through the image. So I've done a couple of long exposures, 8 to 10 seconds I think it was, 4 to 8 seconds I think it was. Yeah, just to try and get a bit of movement in that water, polarizers on, making this water really, really blue. And in all fairness, look how blue it is. It's absolutely stunning. You can see it's crystal clear as well. You can see through it quite easily. So yeah, really, really nice. Couple of simple little shots. We can't change the weather. We can't make the weather any more than what it is. So we're here, and we've taken a couple of records back with us. So that's not LPs either.
I think the weather's good.
She thinks the weather's good. Yeah, she's getting a bit of a suntan face. Look at her, bless. She's gonna have a line across her head, know where her at is. But yeah, all good. Couple of little snapshots. I'll show you them now, and we're gonna make our way back to the car. We've had a cup of tea and a sandwich as well, which was quite nice. Thanks to our lovely Airbnb lady this morning. She made us some Agatha. She made us some cheese on bread when we had our bacon and eggs, and we brought the cheesy bread with us. So yeah, thank you. But yeah, all good. We're going to go and find the stone circle, I think now, which is called something.
I'm not even going to say it. I'll look it up.
She's going to look it up. Look it up.
It's the one that Billy Connolly stood
Yes,
off
something
naked and ran between, but we're not going to do
Yeah,
that.
apparently Billy Connolly. My lips have gone a bit cold. Billy Connolly run naked through it, apparently. I'm going to head down to the stone circle. The sky's clear, the light's going to go down, so we might get a bit of an orangey sky. So that'd be quite nice. So we're going to find that, and we'll see you there. Back on again. Hopefully this isn't turning out too long a vlog, but the idea is we're just going to show you a few locations today, and then we can make some plans on the weather then. So this is our third location, and probably the last one, because we'll be going back to the our accommodation later on this evening, which is a Airbnb bungalow, isn't it? So we've got a place to ourselves for a couple of days, which is quite nice. It means we can take all our clothes off and run around naked. No, scrap that. No. No. Yeah, we've got our own place, which is quite cool. Anyway, this is where we are. This is, whatever the name of it is, and I'm going to put it up there, Stone Circle. And we've definitely seen lots of photographs from it. And the light's rubbish because it's really flat, there's nothing left. It's late on now, and it's going to be, the sun's going to be going down shortly, probably over the next couple of hours, but it's a pretty cool place. A little bit different to where we were just now. Still windy, still cold. I put my other coat back on, and
Stone's doing something weird, I think.
oh, someone in the middle of the stones doing something weird, and I'm getting bashed on the gate. Sorry about that, knocking you around. Yeah, someone stood in the middle doing a hum. Here we are. There's some information. 4,000 years ago. 4,000. That's oldish. Quite a long time. There's a map here of loads of stone circles all around Scotland, which is pretty cool. But yeah, there's our stone circles. But got the tripod out, got the Fuji around my neck, I'm going to take a photo. Even if it's not going to win any awards, even if the light's rubbish, even if there's really nothing worth taking, I'm still going to take a photograph because I'm here. This is the moment I'm here. This is the keepsake from today. And that just gives me the opportunity to better it over the next 4 days, which we will, because we're going to do a sunset or a sunrise and get some light if we've got some. So I'll walk you through it and we'll go and have a look. Maybe I should be talking you through a photograph at least. Tripod's down a little bit lower. As you can see there, I've got the tripod down a little bit. Got the Fuji on, set the Fuji up as a 30-second exposure, so if there's any movement at all in them clouds, at least I'll get some sort of action going on. I've also bracketed a shot as well, just to make sure I've got all the exposure right. The texture in the stones is really nice, really quite nice. I've put the little 10 stopper on. This is just a cheap £10 10 stopper from eBay, and I've also got the polarizer that's still on there from earlier on, so that's given me probably about 11 stops of light, and that's all I've done. I've framed it up as simple as that. Just put the stones in the section in the middle, put a sky above it, no foreground, and just shot that, and I think it looks quite nice. Again, I'm not sure whether I'll go colour or black and white. Denise has just got a corker of an image. I'll show you on here. Look at this.
Go low.
Look at this.
Can't see it on there very well, can you?
That's a corker of a shot, so I'm going to get her to show me where she took that. But yeah, there are a few images here, and there is a little bit of colour over there, or a little bit of light on the horizon. So I'm going to try and use that and silhouette these stones against it. Yeah, let's have a bit more of a plod round. It's quite nice, even in these really quite bland conditions. There's light rays now coming in the background, so even in these conditions there's still a photograph to have. And you know what I'm like. You've followed me long enough, I'm sure you have, and if you haven't, please do follow me, like and subscribe and all that. But yeah, there is always a photograph to have, even if it's not going to win any awards. Take it anyway, because it's a keepsake from the day you were there. Framed up another composition for you. What I am trying to do, and this is quite important if you're a bit new to photography, or if you're a bit unsure about how to set up compositions and make things a little better, should I say, because what you do is what you do. Everyone takes a nice photograph, no matter what it is, but you can home in your images slightly. I've set the camera up, and what I'll do is I'll stand here and I'll show you what I mean. If you look at the stone circle behind me now, by moving across slightly, this side here, you'll uncover this stone and it separates it, yeah? And if you move slightly different again, you can actually separate between this one and this one. But that stone there, the gap there, if you were to move around like so and set your camera up, there's no gap to separate this stone. So by moving your camera over just slightly, you get this slight gap there, and that makes for a better image. Again, if you move round, you find these two stones, where are they? I've lost my fingers. Those two stones there have joined. So again, by moving around, you can separate the stone. Let's go that way. Where are we? And the stones start to separate, but there's no gap in that one. So let's come back around this side, and you'll see by moving around, this one there is now touching the one behind it. So again, you move round until you separate the stones. Now you can separate this one, and that one there goes behind, but it doesn't look too bad. So it's all about that. And where I am in this position here, I've actually got the gaps between all the stones, and that makes an awful lot of difference between your image. Try not to overlap anything, get a little bit of light between them, and it'll make all the difference. And again, by going up and down, you go up and you're looking down on the stones. By going down low, you're making the stones stand out and reach into the sky. So again, it all makes them very, very different. It's all about the lens and the diffraction of the lens. This stone here is really prominent. You go down, it makes it really, really tall. If you go up high, it seems to shorten it. So again, it's all little things like that that makes a bit of difference in composition. Just a few inches makes a big difference. What I've done on here, I've got a very, very cheap set of filters, a 2-stop, a 4-stop and a 8-stop. I've screwed them all together. Now, considering I had a 10-stop on before, and this equates to what? 8, 14, 16?
What, 8, 4 and a 2?
8, 4 and a 2? No, 12, 14. Adds up to 14 stops. It's actually less light than what's coming out of 10-stop. So they are very cheap. I think I paid about 10 or 15 pounds for the whole lot, including a bag for them. But it's given me an exposure of about 6 seconds, which is enough to get a slight bit of movement in the clouds. They are a colour cast. They do give off a colour cast. It's a very purpley colour, but it's actually all right with this sky. I quite like it, and you can get rid of colour cast in post-processing anyway. So yeah, just playing around with the filters. Denise has been running around taking shots from, you know, below the stones, looking up, looking down.
Using the grass.
She's got a lovely one with the grass leading up as well. So this is the problem with me and Denise. She'll go running around. She's here, look. She'll go running around taking loads of different shots in loads of different places handheld, and I'll spend ages trying to set up one shot and miss out all the little shots. So yeah, let's crack on and crack a few more off before she bags all the good ones. Guess what? It started to rain. We knew we'd get a little bit, so now we're going to get some atmosphere. But look how high this tripod is. I'm stood next to this thing and I can actually virtually stand underneath it. And it's up there somewhere. That's no centre column in that, and I'm 5'8" and I'm stood virtually underneath this. This is fantastic. But it's giving me a cracking lead down, looking down onto the stones. Really is pretty wicked. Falling for this thing, something chronic. There she is, look, she's in there again, taking some more shots. So I'm going to get a few shots. I know I said I was going to get a few just now, but I'm definitely going to take a few before it starts raining. Back in a bit. Right guys, when the rain, lucky enough the rain just didn't come. That was alright, so thought we were going to get wet. I put the wide angle lens on, 10 to 20 I think it is, which is really blowing out the perspective, but I can get everything in. As you can see on this little shot there, I'm getting a nice spread, and we've also just taken a selfie just to show you how tall these things are. They're pretty tall, they're about 10 foot tall, so they're quite substantial size. There's one next to me there, you can see, pretty tall bits of kit. They're not just little stones lying around. These are really tall, and it just amazes me how they were put there back in the day. You know, I mean, this is 400 years old or whatever it is. That's quite some time ago, isn't it? I'm now going to go over this way, and I'm going to try and use the lines to take me out into the mountains. The sky is coming down now, but I do actually like this wispiness that's appeared up in the top. I think it's working quite well for what it is. But I would like to come back and get some colour on this. This would be really, really nice with some beautiful, beautiful colours. Morning or evening or something like that. It really would work well. But what fantastic stones! I've been to Stonehenge, and we've been to a few. We've been to Castlereagh. You know, I've been to Castlereagh Stone Circle. But this is quite impressive. Quite impressive and cold. We are freezing. The things me and Mrs. C do for you, we are really just going to stand behind this rock. Oh, the things we do for you is unbelievable, and show me some of her images now, which will probably wind me up.
Got to find the damn thing.
Oh, she's got to find them. She's done 10. She's rolled it across 10, and it's gone miles along.
Probably.
Jeez, oh, look. I like that. I'm gonna have to take a low one. I do like that low one, yeah, where she's looking up. She's got some nice ones, folks. Got some nice ones.
Hold on, let me just show you this one.
I don't want to see it. It makes me cry.
This one.
That's cool. That's really, really nice. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
You won't see it on there.
Look at this. Where are
I
you?
don't think. Can't see it.
That's nice, isn't it? That's nice. I'll have to bob it up for you and show you. But yeah, I'm going to take a few images of these now, and then I think we might have to go because I haven't got my gloves on. I left them in the car.
Bloody free.
But I'm warm. Body's warm. Head's warm with a bit of Harris tweed, and the face of my lip has gone numb.
And it takes your breath away.
It
With
does.
That gust comes and gets you in the face.
It's proper chilly. Honestly, it really is chilly. Oh God. Right. I think enough's enough. I know this has been a totally random, really boshed up vlog today, but we did only make it over here today, and we've been up to the Butter Lewis, windiest place in Britain. We've been to some little stone circle that's been there before prehistoric times, and now we've brought you to this 4,000
years old?
4,000-year-old stone circle. This is the one that everyone comes to. This is the tourist attraction. Sorry, is that you, Kevin? Thought Kevin was shouting me from behind. Yeah, this is the one that everyone comes to. This is the famous one. I'm just doing a 2-minute exposure. I have no idea whatsoever if it's going to work. Because, hang on, one. Oh, I didn't look too bad. Let's just check the preview. Oh, that wasn't bad for 2 minutes. A bit of a guess on the exposure time. So yeah,
go a bit higher,
random one.
More sky in.
You'll get to see it when we finish talking. A bit more skying. Yeah, I could do. Pull it up a bit more and do it. Let's do one more. I've been told. Hang on, bear with me. We're going to go right up in the air.
Yeah, that'll do.
Loads of sky. Focus down there if we can. 2-minute exposure. Run that one while we're talking. Yeah, we're going to say goodbye now. We're cold,
Yeah, right.
It's spitting every so often, and the light's really gone. There was a little tiny bit of colour right over there in the back, in the distance over that way. We shot the stones to death this evening, so God only knows what they look like. But we know, yeah, there's 1,000,001 compositions. It really is quite some feat of art, to be honest. Really, really good. So yeah, we're going to go home, get ourselves unpacked, go and get some milk and bread and that, and we'll see you all in the morning somewhere. Don't know where yet. Could even be back here for sunrise. I doubt it, but yeah, there's some houses over in the distance we're going to go and find sometime tomorrow as well. So yeah, thank you for watching this random bosh together vlog. Me look. I'm sorry, I've lost it. Totally lost the plot today. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you all in the next one, and I promise it's going to be a little bit more organised, a little bit better, and
where's the fun in that?
yeah, what's the fun in that, she says. No, oh well, I'll try and put it together, a bit more of a normal vlog, do a bit more of camera work and show you what we're doing and tell you what I'm doing, and yeah, till next time, ciao, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.